Lancashire's Alex Davis and Derbyshire's Tom Taylor both produced career best performances on day 3 of the LV County Championship match at the 3A County Ground, the former possibly turning this contest with a superb assault with the bat. Derbyshire got just the start they wanted when Taylor grabbed his 3rd wicket of the innings to remove Alvaro Peterson LBW in the 3rd morning's 5th over. That left Lancashire on 43 for 4 for a lead of 62, and more wickets now would have had Derbyshire in the box seat. It meant that the partnership between Stephen Croft and Ashwell Prince was going to be very significant, and as far as their team were concerned, these two didn't disappoint. Like a number of games in this round, this one had offered the ideal balance between bat and ball throughout, and that always makes for an exciting spectacle. Both of these batsmen put bat to ball well to ensure that, in the end, the morning session very much belonged to Lancashire. Prince had posted his 50 before lunch, his 36th for Lancashire in 103 championship innings. He'd required 86 balls to get there, reaching his mark with his 6th 4. He was using all of his vast amount of experience. Croft was also raising his bat shortly after the break, his coming off 85 deliveries from which he'd struck 5 4s. The partnership was now a telling one and into 3 figures. Derbyshire was suddenly badly in need of a wicket, or they would find themselves behind the 8 ball. But they were made to wait for a while yet, as these two continued to bat sensibly, rarely missing out on any hittable deliveries. One problem for Derbyshire was their over rate, which at one point stood at -6, and a points deduction was likely. But Wayne Madsen managed to get his bowlers to deliver 14 overs in just half an hour to avoid that problem. He still needed wickets, however. And it was Taylor who provided one. Croft on 70, slicing a drive off the 20-year-old to Wes Durston in the gully to end the partnership on 160. Taylor then struck again in his next over to bag just the second 5-wicket haul of his career, Tom Smith nicking off for a single. And it was 6 in an innings for the first time in the young man's career, when Prince, just 3 short of his 100, went in the same way with a total now on 214 for 7. Taylor was to end with figures of 6 for 61. 3 wickets had fallen for the addition of just 11 runs, and now Lancashire was 7 down and 233 runs ahead. It was time for Davis to produce the innings of his professional career. He survived until tea, but then lost Tom Bailey when Durston found some turn to bowl him. And when Simon Kerrigan fell in the next over, nicking Tony Palladino to Durston, Lancashire were on 245 for 9 with a lead of 264. Davis was on 17, but then turned the game in his side's favour by hitting 72 more of a last wicket stand of 100, the best for that wicket for Lancashire against this opposition. With only Kyle Jarvis for company, Davis went on the attack. The 20-year-old struck numerous boundaries to get to a 50 off 74 balls, and he then surpassed his previous best of 62, made at home to Somerset last year. It was a fantastic counter-attack and possibly a match-altering innings from the youngster, who smashed 9 4s and 5 6s in his 89. He would have been dreaming of a maiden 100, but when he went after Durston again, he holed out to Shiv Thakur in the deep. Still, with Jarvis making 17 at the other end, Lancashire had reached 345 to leave a sizable target of 365. Derbyshire needed limited damage from the 13 overs that remained, but in the 4th of them, Billy Godleman was trapped in front by Bailey. And then Ben Slater gave Davis some more work to do behind the stumps off the bowling of Peter Siddle. Taylor had to come out then as night watchman, and he and Martin Guptill survived the final 25 minutes to go to the close on 27 for 2, leaving another 338 runs to find on the final day.